Hello there, you beautiful people. This is Alessandro, and this is another video regarding my piscine experience here at Codam, Amsterdam. Today I don't feel the best. I have been crushed by the group project. This rush project is very hard, and the problem we need to solve and the code we need to write, it's completely out of my scope of knowledge and competencies, and me with my group of peers we happen to be the same level of me, give or take the same level of me, really try to do something, try to ask around, and try to really squeeze our brains till the last bit of energy, but we did not make much progress. Actually, we didn't try for the full day. There was just one of us, which was not me, that tried again to push it a little bit further during late afternoon. And indeed, he did small progresses, but still I had, personally speaking, the impression that this particular project was a little bit too hard in general. So even though those group projects are meant to level up a little bit the competencies, this one, in my opinion, was really accessible. It was even hard for people with many years of programming experience, and it has a global success rate which is minor than 10%, I think. So worldwide, really few groups were able to do that. Probably those groups were having very good people in it. The problem we need to solve in this rush is very well known as the skyscraper problem or puzzle. If you're interested to know more, I would highly recommend to go into the description of this video and click on the links. The first one will bring you to this very well done website where the skyscraper problem is fully explained. Its rules are fully explained, and you will also find some visual representation of the skyscrapers, so that you can fully grasp the main concept of the problem if you want to try to solve it yourself. This is an example of a possible good implementation of a possible skyscraper grid. You will probably understand it better when you will look it up. In the second website, you can actually try to solve by yourself a randomly generated skyscraper problem. So each grid is a vertical representation of the skyscrapers, and the only thing that you can actually acknowledge vertically is the height, or the height, sorry for my English, of the skyscrapers itself. The numbers that are outside of the 4x4 box are actually the amount of skyscrapers you need to be able to watch if you position yourself horizontally in the direction of the arrow they're pointing to. So of course you can try to fill this grid by making some mistakes until you will understand some general rules of how this problem works. You can try to solve the problem by just initially put some numbers that you think that they are correct. For example, I can put 4 at the bottom here because looking horizontally in the direction of the number 1, I'm able only to see one skyscraper, so it has to be number 4. And I can think, okay, from the top I will put 1 and 3, so I will be able to see 2 skyscraper, but now I need to fill the remaining skyscraper, which is number 2, and this solution is wrong. Not necessarily because it is wrong on the column that goes from 2 to 1, but because we need also to consider the number of on the left in this case. So even though at the beginning you will feel that the skyscraper puzzle is relatively easy, you will soon understand that you had to have an kind of an holistic vision of what's happening also on the sides of the solution you're trying to implement, and therefore the code starts to become very complex because you don't necessary think only by rows and columns, but also on the intersection of them. On this website, you can just make mistakes up. You will find an optimal solution. The hardest part of this rush is that you have to create a program able to receive the inputs from the user, which are randomly assigned, and solve and display the grid of the skyscraper already fixed. I mean, you cannot like everything, right, about the Piscine, and today I felt for the very first time that there was something that I did not fully understand why it was there and why it was made to be that hard, because indeed probably we won't be able to do it till the end, at least for the Rush project. I will try tomorrow with a fresh mind to come back to the code with my group, and we will probably try for the whole morning to have something to present at the end of the project. But indeed, I don't think we will make it work till the end. And the problem is that in the particular case of people that made it for just a little bit to the last exam, we really need to catch up with all the rest, and it felt today a little bit like a waste of hours. I think I learned not much, even though I was trying and I was reading, but the gap between my knowledge and my skill and what was asked, I believe it was too much this time. So I had the perception I could potentially learn far more stuff if focused on something else. And now, after this exam, having this kind of gap right after the exam where I started to feel a little bit in a rush to progress, it was not the best feeling, to be honest, and I felt quite stupid today, not to be able even to get close to what we are supposed to do for this project. And yeah, this feeling is coming with another feeling, which is the one of comparing yourself to the others. And I did the mistake of comparing myself a lot to the people that were able to write something for this project, because I was not able even to write stuff. And yeah, I think it's a mistake, and I believe and I hope that besides not being able to finish this group project, I will be evaluated for many other things. It was an holistic exercise for the whole cluster, so for all the pisciners. The one that are struggling the most are the one with the lowest level of previous programming experience, I guess. So the perception of not being able to do it's even greater on our shoulders, and it impacted me today in, I would say, pretty negative way. That said, I'm not losing hope and motivation to go on in my piscine. I have mixed feelings that I need to process, so I will sleep on it. Tomorrow is another day, and I will of course try to progress also with my individual projects as well, and I don't give up, because now we are halfway through the piscine, even more than halfway through the piscine, and it's too late to give up. Maybe we will do this together. You from the other side of the screen and me having to deal with this experience. So finger crossed. Tomorrow is another day, and I will see you in the next video.